The temperature's going up, and mobile gaming has been awesome this month. So, gameranx is bringing you the top 15 best new iOS and Android games of June 2015. Number 15, 4x4 Jam HD. If you're looking for some buggy racing, and I don't mean racing that is buggy, I mean racing buggies, you're gonna want to try this game immediately. Easily one of the best iPhone racing games I've played, along with some of the best graphics on any iOS game I've seen. The long draw distances and detailed effects go incredibly well with the very tight controls that feel more akin to a handheld game than a mobile game. 4x4 Jam HD is a testament to how far mobile gaming has come. Number 14, Her Story. Remember FMV games in the 90s? So in 2015, we finally figured out that the key to making a good one is good acting. As you search an archive of videos for clues as to what happened, we find an acting performance that's so believable and good that you'll probably forget the question that you might ask, is it a game? Yes, it is a detective story and relies on your critical thinking skills. Do you have what it takes to put this together and find out what happened? And yes, I have been vague on purpose to avoid spoiling anything for you. Now play it. Number 13, Tales from Deep Space. If you're looking for a stylized puzzle platformer, look no further. Tales from Deep Space does a great job creating satisfying puzzles that never feel unnecessary, too hard, or, more importantly, too easy. You control two characters independently, one human, one machine, and in tandem you need to find ways through endless amounts of obstacles. One of the best features is if you have two devices you can play co-op, which, frankly, that's awesome. This game is a damn dream to play. I mean, if you like platformers, you owe it to yourself to try this one. Number 12, Warhammer 40,000 Armageddon. The strategy genre is often stale, especially in the mobile space, but Armageddon's got some great tactical ideas that should interest you whether you're a beginner or a veteran. The one I personally find most interesting and enjoyable is that units have multiple weapons. Apparently that's a staple of the actual miniature games, but if you're familiar with digital strategy games, you know that's basically an innovation. This game's actually full of innovation. And while it may not be the prettiest thing you've ever seen in your life, my time with it makes me really want to suggest that you should try it. Number 11, Xenowerk. The way I'd describe Xenowerk is just a great dual-stick shooter. It boasts 50 levels, supports MFI controllers, and most importantly, rewards you for playing well. There's an in-app purchase system for weapons, but if you take advantage of it, you're kind of doing yourself a disservice because the reason to play one of these games is grinding and just getting better at it. This is one of those games where you really want to do that. The controls are incredibly smooth, even on the touchscreen, and if you ask me, that makes this a must-play entry to the genre. Number 10, Piloteer. Remember seeing the movie Rocketeer as a kid and really just wanting to do that? So did the developer of Piloteer. The controls are actually pretty interesting. Tapping and holding either side of the screen controls either the up or down or left or right booster on your back. The main character in the game is a woman with absolutely no regard to her personal safety because it's going to take you a while to get the hang of this. It's a tough game, but it is a fun game and feels extremely rewarding when you start actually landing the stunts. Number 9, Furdemption. If the title makes you a little nervous, don't worry. This game isn't going to make you uncomfortable in that way. However, this is a difficult puzzle platformer. It's got beautiful art, beautiful animation, and 100 progressively more difficult levels. Future plans include a level editor, which will add a lot to the game's already pretty good replayability factor. In all seriousness, if you want to play an awesome, tile-based puzzle platformer, this is truly the best one over the last several months. Number 8, Pro Evolution Soccer Club Manager. With gorgeous graphics and a very well put together layout, PES Club Manager is a great free-to-play simulator for what goes on behind the scenes of a soccer game. You're in charge of everything from player trades to the finances and the scheduling. You're probably thinking, ugh, free-to-play. But the game is very tasteful when it comes to its business model and doesn't shove it in your face. I'm not normally a fan of this type of game, but enjoyed it very much. Number 7, Portal Pinball. Some of the first experience I have playing PC games is playing old-school pinball games, and I am a massive fan of Portal. Portal is one of the most inspired and enjoyable puzzle games of all time, and in a move that is so Valve. Combining that concept with pinball and hiring perhaps the best pinball game maker out there, Zen Studios, you have to know that at this point, I recommend this game. You immediately understand exactly what it is, and it is a ton of fun. Number 6, Hitman Sniper. Hitman Sniper is an absolutely gorgeous puzzle sniping game. The ins and outs of the intricate gameplay are actually pretty tough to master, and the setup is not exactly conventional. There's one level with different scenarios. Once you get into it though, the gameplay makes you pretty much forget any type of reservations you may have had about the game. It's immensely satisfying, and when you get a domino kill, you just feel great. Both a great time waster and an homage to people who love the series. Number 5, Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions. What can really be said about Final Fantasy Tactics that hasn't been already? It's a fantastic tactical RPG with a Final Fantasy twist, of course. Really, the amount of charm in the art, story, and characters is hard to state in a short summary. But whether you played it long ago or really need something that's just a top-notch game to occupy your time, I implore you to get a hold of this game. The price is a little steep, but it's worth it. Number 4, you must build a boat. If you've ever played Luca Redwood's 10 Million, you'll understand what you must build a boat is. You essentially have icons that you have to match in order to clear obstacles that your character progresses through. As you collect items, you bring them back to what you're building, in this case, a boat, which you must build, which gradually becomes bigger, cooler, and more filled with monsters and crew members as you get closer and closer to having a boat, which you must build. A++. Number 3, Dragon Quest VI. By far the most stunning version of this game, with a total remake of how it looks and feels. A classic JRPG that was made around the same time and by the same people as Chrono Trigger. If you know Dragon Quest, or even Chrono Trigger for that matter, you basically know how you're going to play this game. The battles look a little different, but they play the same. If you love JRPGs, it's incredibly fun. The plot is enjoyable and interesting, and is pretty much the final ingredient you need for a JRPG to be good. 2 slimes up. Number 2, Fallout Shelter. Bethesda's fantastic entry into the mobile realm is kind of a large combination of many different types of mobile games. It's part city builder, it's part tower defense, it's part Clash of Clans, it's part relationship simulator. And it manages to blend all these disparate elements into one extremely fun, time-wasting, enjoyable everything. I don't even know how to describe it other than must play. Right now it's iOS only, but it's on its way to Android soon. Stop wasting time and play it. And finally, number 1, Supergiant Games' masterpiece Transistor. Some people compare Supergiant Games to Diablo, some people to Zelda. I think they're unique, beautiful, and incredibly fun. The controls are never that complex, but not stupidly simple either. You are expected to learn a lot about the game in order to get anywhere with it. Beautiful music, beautiful story. In my opinion, Transistor is a AAA game waiting for you to play it on your mobile device. You should. So that's 15 games you definitely need to be trying. Here's a few more that didn't quite make the list. Still great, still enjoyable, definitely worth your time. As you watch this video, were there any games that stuck out to you? If so, leave us a comment telling us which ones. Also, if you happen to play any of them, leave us your impressions. We're really interested to find out exactly which of these you like the best. Also, don't forget to click like on this video. It might not sound like it helps gameranx that much, but it does, believe me. While you're at it, do us both a big favor and subscribe to gameranx as well. We have daily uploads of great content all the time. Also, why stop here? There's more videos to watch. Why not browse a little? By the way, thanks a lot for watching.